Just finished up smashing legs. Felt really good. Been having really good workouts recently. I actually got a membership at the local Gold's gym. I do have my studio that I can work out in. It's at my house, which is really convenient. But I find it's difficult to get motivated and really get in there and focus, since that's work for me. So when I'm in there, it just feels like work. And it's just nice having the variety of equipment here at Gold's and the drive of knowing this show's coming up about 11 and a half weeks out now. And it's just a new level of motivation. And I'm really excited for what the future holds.
So I'm going to do a voiceover, another one of my full workouts. This was a high volume pull day with lower volume pushing movements. I started off with the pull-up. The pull-up I find to be a really effective both warm-up and strength and hypertrophy exercise. Then we moved on to the hammer strength seated shoulder press. I'm getting a feel for this machine. I've never actually used it before this past week. My all-time favorite anterior delt exercise is still the standing dumbbell press. Then we moved on to the hammer strength lat pull down. I love the range of motion of this machine. You get a nice extreme stretch up at the top, and you can really focus on squeezing your lats and feeling a nice contraction. Now, even though it's my lower volume push workout, I still make sure the intensity is still there. So while I may do fewer sets and fewer exercises, I'm still going to make sure that I am pushing myself at the end of the set. This one I was actually getting a little bit of help, a little bit of force rep at the end, and then actually my chest cramps up there at the end. So intensity definitely still stays. Now this cable machine felt a little bit strange. It's almost like a lat pull-in, which I did do for quite a while, but I've only ever done them kneeling. So this machine, I couldn't tell if it made it more comfortable or more awkward. The lat pull-in's kind of an awkward movement to start. Then this bicep curl machine, I really like this. I've never really used the free motion machines that much before, but I'm really liking the way that they feel, or at least most of them. And just getting a nice good contraction, making sure that I'm feeling the stretch through the bicep, and making sure that it's nice and controlled. And then to finish off back, I use this hoist machine. The hoist machines are really nice because the seat will actually move up or down along with you. So it makes a lot of the movements feel a lot more natural. So I was doing a drop set on this. I think I was doing 8 with each set. So I think it was a 45 and then a 25 and then a 45 and then a 25, or maybe vice versa. But anyway, really just going to the point of pretty close to failure on this, making sure that I'm getting, again, a nice stretch through the muscle and really focusing on squeezing and getting a contraction, not trying to use any momentum. And then just finished off with a little bit more arm work. These Bayesian curls are one of my favorites because they really enforce the stretch down at the bottom, and then just some basic tricep pushdowns. Alright, quick little physique update. I just woke up at 218.2, so that's about 1.5 pounds lower than my lowest weigh-in so far, actually, so that surprised me a little bit. About 11 weeks and 1 day out from the show today, so I'm really happy with where I stand, considering I think I'm probably 8 to 10 pounds above show weight, something like that. But either way, still plenty of time to bring in really good conditioning, and I'm really excited for these next few weeks. Another killer workout. It was a lower body focus today, but we also did lower body focus today, lower volume back, and then arms. Started off with lower body work, did the squat press. My hamstring still bothered me a little bit. It's been about, I guess, 6 weeks now since I injured that. So I have to be somewhat careful about the exercises that I choose. It just feels a little bit unstable. It's definitely healing. It's definitely going in the right directions, but it's not 100% yet. So started off with the squat press. That seems to feel really good and doesn't bother my hamstring. And then I'd planned on going on and doing leg extension, hamstring curl, and like leg press. But we actually moved on from that and just went right into sled pushes. And we didn't try and do it like cardio. We weren't trying to rush through it and do it for speed. But we put heavy weight on it and really focused on driving. And I wasn't sure how my hamstring was going to feel after that, but it actually felt pretty good. And I
need to get my hamstring back up to being able to generate some explosive force, because I never had much of an issue lifting on it. It seems to be that my hamstring was a little bit compromised every time I tried to generate explosive force with it. So hopefully some of this work will help with the sled push, and it actually felt great. I had a crazy leg pump by the end, so not that that's anything to necessarily go by, but it certainly felt good. And then just did some random arm work, bunch of different exercises, and then some cable rows and pullovers and things. So overall, another great workout. I think I'm feeling a little bit more sluggish in my workouts just because I have been strictly dieting for about 5 weeks now, so in a caloric deficit. But it's not really affecting my performance or anything. Definitely do just have to be mentally strong and push myself a little bit more, though. So today's August 4th, so tomorrow I'll be 11 weeks out from the show. I woke up at 218.2 today, so dropped, I don't know what that was, almost 2 pounds again this week or something. We just dropped my calories down to 3,600. So I'm going to stick where I am, probably have about 8 to 10 pounds left to lose before I step on stage. So I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far. 11 weeks, 8 pounds doesn't sound like much, but definitely as you get lower in body fat, it becomes harder and harder to make progress and to lose weight. So can't let up on the gas at all. And I know these next few weeks are really going to be when I'm going to have to really start grinding and pushing. But I'm certainly excited for the challenge.